Hello everyone, welcome back to Synthetic Lover. If you're interested in playing the game yourself, the links are in the description. Last time, we are doing a thing here at the, trying to get Ian fixed. Is it gonna happen? I don't know. But we were asked to ask any of the two doctors, or people, I don't know, is Terrence a doctor? Yes, I don't know, I can't remember. Anyway, ask any of the two questions, and we chose to question Terrence. How is this gonna work out? Who knows? If you're interested in seeing any future content from me, subscribe, turn on notifications by clicking the bell icon, or if you want to support me another way, I have a Patreon and a Ko-fi. So check those out. All links in the description. Hopefully I'll see you there. Let's jump in. I forget how to... I'm not gonna remember... I was tired. I said I literally don't remember how to say her name. I can't. Dr. C. This is where we're going. This is what happens when you're tired. Terrence looks at Dr. C, tongue-in-cheek. She glances at him expectantly.
Because it's my preferred living situation.
That's not really an answer.
I'm not sure how else to respond.
Terrence, don't be a pain. Will you please indulge us?
All right. I live alone because I'm single and don't need roommates to help pay for rent. None of my friends are currently in need of accommodation, and my parents have their own place. Is this satisfactory?
I nod. I guess Terrence only answers personal questions under duress.
Do you have any more questions for us right now, or shall we proceed?
You can continue with the interview.
Thank you. I will first ask you some hypothetical baseline questions. Please answer them as honestly as you can.
Okay.
Suppose you are at home and reading on your comm device. You feel an itching sensation in your right leg. How would you react?
I'd probably scratch it?
The scientist makes some notes on her comm device and continues.
Suppose you receive a gift from someone you know. You open it and see it's something you already have. How would you react?
I'd thank them for it, even though it's a duplicate. Then maybe I'd either return it when alone or replace the one I had.
Suppose you are at a theatrical event. One of the performers on stage emphatically zips up their pants. How would you react?
A slight giggle and a slight snort. But don't don't bring attention to it.
I've never been to one, so I don't know. Did they intend the blunder?
Falls within range. Baseline, normal.
What's the point of these? How does this get us any closer to answers?
It's a series of questions designed to monitor appropriate reactions. Think of it like a reflex test for your emotions.
Okay.
I assure you that all of these questions have a distinct purpose and get us closer to securing your treatment plan.
That definitely remains... I didn't do any vocal exercises before starting. That's my bad. I should have today because I did feel junky. That definitely remains to be seen. From where I'm standing, it just sounds like a strange experiment.
What do you remember of things before the time of the incident?
Nothing special. I was doing my job, that's all. After I touched the device, though, things went to shit. I got hung up on clients who gave me bad reviews and remember not feeling like working.
Between the incident and now, have you noticed anything different when experiencing these sensations? For instance, anything more pleasant or painful than before?
Things just feel more intense. Describe the emotion via a rating scale, or it's pretty obvious. Anything different? I would go with things just feel more intense, but let's see what the guide... Oh, yeah, for once. For once, it's not the friendship option. Guys, look, listen. Sorry I keep calling you guys. It's been a while. I don't know why I started getting back into the habit again, or if I ever broke it. I'm very sorry. I apologize. But I don't know what else to call yous. What to call yous alls. Y'alls. I should default to that. I do it for tweeting. I don't know why I don't do it for anywhere else. I fall into the friendship answers so hard, and that's just because that's the way my freaking brain works. I apologize. For somebody who's gonna be like, no, it's so obvious, but I'm like, nah, not for me, not for my brain. So things just feel more intense for the most part. Now my brain doesn't work.
Everything seems more intense. I feel things all with the same level of increased intensity. Like someone turned all my knobs to the right. I enjoy colors and sights more. I loathe rude clients more. I want things and can get fixated on them. I get upset if things don't go the way I want them to so much more than before. And it seems like I can never get enough sleep.
From that, it would seem like buyouts have feelings and stuff, but their emotions are suppressed, right? So now that they're not being suppressed, they're having a more human experience.
These highs and lows are almost painful to endure. I want it to stop.
Man, being human sucks, yo. Dr. C lets out a light sigh as she rapidly types out all I say.
And what about your gender? Do you have a preference on how you like to be attributed?
I let others decide. I don't have a preference. Let's see now. I wonder if this choice matters. Not really. I don't know what the highlighted means. Oh, let's see now.
I don't think I've ever considered it. It's just not something I dwell on in my line of work.
Suppose you had to pick for the sake of this interview.
Well, I'm quite comfortable being seen as male, which must mean I have a masculine gender identity, right?
That's correct. Very good.
Very good? Sounds like I got a question right from some test. Is this really relevant?
Now, do you find yourself attracted to anyone? Do you have any preferences in partners?
The one boy. That one boy. That one man. With his butt and tattoo on hip. It'd be, oh my god. Just say what he said.
What exactly does that have to do with fixing me?
He's like, no.
This data tells us more about your brain. Since your encounter with the device, your psyche is undergoing changes we need to track. You are not the first buyer to be subjected to these questions. Our interview has gone through extensive reviews to pinpoint buyout's needs. We are here to help you. Don't forget that.
It was phase.
I don't have any preferences in partners. Didn't really care to put any thought into it.
Thank you for answering.
Although I've had plenty of time to think about my partner preferences while staying at Terrence's, it hasn't really occurred to me.
What do you want to get out of life? What would you say is currently driving you?
Nothing. Getting fixed is what's currently driving him.
That's easy. I want to get repaired.
Yep. See, I told you.
A knee-jerk reaction is fine, but you're welcome to think about it more.
He's never really thought about it because his main goal is to get repaired.
There's no need. The sooner I can get back to normal, the sooner I can get to being how I want to be. That's my goal.
Dr. C closes her eyes, face twisting in an almost painful manner. It looked like she didn't like my answer for some reason, but I don't really care.
Have you thought of anything else I could answer for you?
The only thing I want to know is when I can leave.
As I stated in the beginning, you've always been free to stop the interview at any time. However, I am thankful for the answers you've provided.
Yeah, sure.
You seem agitated.
Yeah, I can't tell how anything I've said is going to fix me.
I assure you, this will be most helpful in getting us there.
You know what? I want you two to start repairing me right now, or I'm leaving.
Oy. It's because they haven't been very truthful, right? I don't even know what's going on. Maybe some of you have already connected the dots, but I'm even just like, are they like just trying to free buyouts?
All of the questions are to better understand the situation. Please be patient.
But I don't get how any of these questions will undo my condition. You said they're helping track changes in my psyche, but I just don't understand how. I don't want to reflect on the emotions that have come up. I want them gone!
Ian, please, calm yourself. All these questions are part of the repair process.
Terrence, be quiet. Ian, I understand that these questions and feelings they invoke are difficult. I also understand not wanting to feel them at all.
Do you actually? You were born human, so you've had emotions all your life. I haven't. Now, are you actually gonna undo what's been done, or are you gonna keep probing me for information?
We're currently checking the extent of the damage and need more time to work with the interview's results to make adjustments.
I can't believe this.
I grab the wires attached to the pads and yank them off my skin.
What a colossal waste of time.
Oi! It's so
Ian,
angry.
what are you doing?
Foster silence. Ian is doing what he wants to do. He is free to leave at any time.
Wow. I push the chair back and stand, scratching off the sticky residue left by the pads. I storm out without ever looking back.
I'm such an idiot.
I notice a defenseless discarded can outside the building and punt my frustration into it, sending it soaring towards the alley. Yeah, that didn't make me feel any better. Sorry, can. Why am I even still here? It's clear Terrence is interested in the research data from the interview more than anything else. If it was Rico, she'd already have completed several scans, tested various theories, and suggested some solutions instead of probing me with questions.
I could easily walk away right now. No one's out here to stop me. If I sprint down any of these paths, they'd never be able to find me. But is that what I want? Is this what it means to have free will?
Woo!
Ugh, this sucks so much.
Ian,
I bolt up at the familiar voice.
What do you want?
you don't want to be here any longer, correct?
That depends on you. Will you actually repair me? Did you ever intend to help, or did you just want to chat?
I will repair you, I can promise you that. However, based on what Karis and I were able to gather from the interview, we can't do it without the device. We have to get it back.
If only I'd picked the bartender at the Black Orchid. If I'd gone with him, I would have figured that out a long time ago, and have already gotten this device by now.
I start walking. I have no idea where I'm going, nor do I really care. This whole thing's been a waste of time. Staying at Terrence's place, stupid questions, all to get a big fat nothing. Terrence follows me.
I know this is difficult for you. Let's take a walk together, okay?
Difficult? Since when do you care so much? Also, I'm already walking.
Since always. That has never not been the case.
I quicken my pace, and Terrence tries his best to keep up with me.
I don't believe you.
I will prove it to you then.
Can't wait.
Oh, wow. I've been walking for over an hour. Terrence has taken the lead at some point. I don't even notice when, and he's quiet.
Where are we going?
Toward the shopping center to get a few things. Have you ever been to one?
No.
You know perfectly well I haven't. The total list of locations I've visited include the Black Orchid, your apartment, and now that useless office.
I'm sorry. I should have been more considerate. Having you cooped up in that apartment for days was thoughtless. I should have come up with something enjoyable for you to do while you were waiting.
Mr. Foster, I don't need to be entertained. What I needed was your help with my condition. I waited, but you didn't deliver. I'm done waiting.
I know this is frustrating. However, we need to understand what's happening in order to fix you. We need to gather information and see what changed to reverse your state, safely and permanently.
Huh, and you needed to know my gender identity and life goals for this. I'm a programmed biot. Can't you just correct my code without poking at how I feel?
It's not that simple.
Why not? I got changed pretty easily. One day, I was perfectly satisfied doing my job and taking care of my clients. And the next thing, I couldn't be bothered keeping up with their requests. What's wrong with me? This is so... I don't understand what's happening. Why can't I do it anymore?
Oh, it's so upsetting to hear him. This voice actor is so good. Hush phone. I didn't ask for your opinion.
Ian, let's go cheer you up.
What?
This way.
Okay. Oh, it's so bright. Terrence leads me towards a large department store.
Really? Buying me clothes isn't going to fix me. What's next? You gonna bribe me with dessert like a human child?
I was actually hoping to offer you some ice cream. It's quite delicious.
Terrence, please stop.
He stops so abruptly I almost bump into him.
This is it for me. Do you understand? I'm not going with you unless you give me a really good reason. If you don't, I'm going back to the Black Orchid. The bartender there seems to know where the device is.
But so do I, Ian. We're currently looking into that. Dr. Karras and I. We have our people on it.
And you have to wait for your people, and they have to wait on theirs. Great. Sounds like a bunch of bureaucracy.
Oh, you know about the concept of bureaucracy?
So what if I do? Just 'cause I'm not human, you think I don't know anything? For your information, a companion is supposed to be able to hold an intelligent conversation. We're not just well-versed in providing intimate company, we're...
I just told him what my job was. My expression turns to horror, but Terrence just puts a comforting hand on my shoulder.
It's okay. You don't need to explain. I already know you're much more than that.
What exactly do you know about me?
Did he hear my conversation with Bastion?
Only that you're an Elysian model companion from one of GL's adult entertainment centers. I was talking about buyouts in general being more than they are given credit.
Maybe I don't have anything to worry about after all. I decided to let it go and try to change the subject.
We're currently following a very promising lead, and should have it in our hands within a couple of days. We just have to wait a bit.
That's all I've been doing!
I know, Ian, and I truly appreciate your patience.
Well, tell him this is really getting to you. Ask him why you should care. Explain how he can help to ease the pain. Explain how he can help to ease the pain. Okay. 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 I would have chosen, which one? Tell him this is really getting to you is what I would have got. Yeah, friendship. Friendship. I would have gotten friendship, which is fine, to be honest, but I just really wanted to get a romance. Let's go. Explain how he can help you ease the pain.
You know what would make it easier for me to stick around? If you were more open with me. Real, no bullshit, no corporate lingo, just pure you as an open book.
That's... if it truly helps, I will do my best to live up to your expectations.
How about answering some of Dr. Karras' questions then?
Which ones?
For instance, what is your goal in life? What drives you?
I care most about my buyout research, learning about buyouts and helping them. It's what makes me want to wake up in the morning.
Jeez, buyouts again, huh? I should have known. How about your gender identity and attraction?
Why do you want to know?
Because I want to know you.
Terrence gives me one of his rare smiles.
I identify as male.
Go on.
Terrence seems reluctant to answer, but I look at him expectantly.
I'm gay. That is, I've been sexually attracted to men in the past.
And now?
Difficult to say. It's been quite some time since anyone appealed to me that way.
It doesn't surprise me that Terrence hasn't been attracted to anyone as of late. He seems to invest much of his time and focus on work.
I see. That wasn't so hard, was it?
I hope you're satisfied. You can ask me more questions later if you want, but for now we must go.
Okay, but can I help you look for the device? Follow that lead. Maybe I can be of use.
Actually, no. We need you to be on board, but not to interfere. We have professionals on this case. People whose job is to do this type of work.
That's a good point. I also am no expert on pursuing leads or detective work in general.
Okay.
My shoulders slump. I guess I have to take his word for it right now.
Great. Now, let's go shopping, shall we?
We enter the department store, and the sea of colors that greets me is so fascinating that I immediately start looking around. There are so many different outfits and styles. If I was less tired, I'd have a field day here. I grab an outfit that piques my interest and head to the fitting room. After putting it on, I come out and stare in the mirror. Terrence is looking at me with curiosity. Is he seeing me as a buyout shopping for the first time, or a man trying to find something he looks and feels great in?
So, what do you think?
I hate it. I personally am just like, why? It's so futuristic. Fashion is so weird.
It seems to fit well enough, but mostly it just feels right. Know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
I feel the material with my hands and strike a pose I've seen a model do on TV.
It does fit you quite well.
Was that a compliment?
It's a fact. Keep in mind, you might get cold in it. It's a bit...
He's a biot.
I believe revealing is the word you're looking for.
Exactly.
I'll be fine. I still got my jacket, so unless you're embarrassed to walk beside me while I'm wearing this.
Not at all. Let's go pay for it. My treat, of course.
I followed Terrence to the cash register, sporting my new outfit. Shopping did work surprisingly well, and my mood is lifted. It feels nice to wear something of my own choice. Also, I look pretty hot. Terrence seems relieved to see me in higher spirits and more relaxed. I suppose I did give him a scare, threatening to leave.
Thanks for getting this for me.
You're welcome. I understand that it won't make up for earlier, but please, accept it as my apology for disappointing you.
I'm not letting him off the hook, though. Just because he bought me some nice clothes, it doesn't mean I'll let Terrence buy his way out of everything. On our way out the shop, I'm still giddy over my new top. It must be strange for a bot to be excited over something someone bought for them. I can't help but feel what I think is joy. It's an odd feeling. I'm hesitant to fully lean into it, but maybe it's not so bad.
Well, what shall we do next, Terrence?
I was thinking of wandering around for a bit, if that's all right with you, as long as we don't stay out too late. A bit of sightseeing is a welcome escape from the daily grind.
Oh, is there anything in particular you like in this area?
Nothing specific. However, new shops and events pop up quite frequently. Perhaps there'll be something that will look interesting to you.
Ah, okay, sure. Wandering around it is.
A small smirk breaches Terrence's demeanor as we head off down the shopping center. He must be looking forward to seeing how I'd react to this wandering thing. As we walk and look around, something curious catches my eye.
Whoa, is that artificial rain over there?
It's a contemporary art installation.
What's the idea behind it? Does it mean something?
Now that you bring it up, I don't actually know. I always thought it was just kind of interesting. Go ahead, give it a shot. No one's there right now.
Huh?
You're meant to go inside the installation, to experience it.
But I don't want to get my clothes wet.
Don't worry about that. Go.
I hesitate, not sure why Terrence would want me to walk around with wet clothes. After some hesitation, I decide to give it a go. It's not every day I get a chance to walk in the rain. As a matter of fact, I've never done it. I approach the installation, anticipating the shock of pouring rain to hit me like a cold shower. However, the water doesn't land on me as I walk into it. I try to catch the rain on my skin, but unable to get any water no matter how hard I try. I'm still wrapping my head around it when Terrence joins me.
This is so surreal. It's as if I'm a whirlwind that's pushing the rain away. It somehow responds to me like I have a magnetic field. Wherever I go, it just opens up around me. It's incredible.
I float around a bit as a demonstration, and Terrence watches me with an amiable smile.
It's the 3D cameras tracking your movement. Upon object detection, the water valves close.
Describing it like that takes a bit of the wonder out of it.
It's still pretty amazing, though.
Terrence attempts to touch the rain as well, to no avail.
Weird, right? It almost feels wrong not being able to touch it.
It then occurs to me that the rain in this installation is just like Terrence himself, elusive and unreachable.
Come, let's go, Ian.
We'll be stopping here for today, everyone. If you're interested in playing the game yourself, links are in the description. And thank you to this month's patrons and members. Thank you so much for your support. It means the world to me. If you're interested in early access videos, exclusive access to other things, check out my Patreon or my Ko-fi. Links are in the description. Hopefully I'll see you there, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.